starting to get a little surreal. I mean, the way things are going, and I mean, there is no question now. You're one of the top wide receivers in the country, not just statistically, but when you talk about the Biletnikoff Award, it doesn't get much better than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a real honor to be just even mentioned in the talk about that. I try not to, like I said, I always try not to pay too much attention to the social media stuff and all that stuff, but it's just a real honor to be even mentioned in the talk about that award.
2 of your last 3 games have had 10 receptions for over 220 or more yards, 2 touchdowns. Does that qualify? Do you even think about being in a zone? A lot of athletes talk about going into the zone. I mean, that's video. That's video game numbers.
Yeah, I just probably take the opportunities that when my number is called. Coach calls certain plays for certain players to take their shots, and I just try to take the opportunity and make most of what I got when they call my shot.
I know it doesn't have anything to do with this week's game, but take me through the touchdown on the 4th down play, and how are you feeling? I guess every step of the way through the route, and as the ball was in the air, take us through that emotionally and physically.
Yeah, once they called the play, and I saw what coverage it was, I realized that it was my ball, because that's the exact coverage that we worked on in practice and everything. So I was like, okay, this is me. I just gotta make sure I do everything right. I make sure I run my route right, and make sure if when he throws it to me, I make sure just hold on to it and just get in the end zone. And then once I had it, I had to make sure I held on to it, because I got hit at the end of that, and I made sure I just held on to it, and that's just how it unfolded.
When you see that Biletnikoff list, are you checking out the stats of those other guys? Are you comparing yourself to them?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I go back and look at a little bit, probably see what more I could do, or how I could probably get them up a little bit, and see what the top guys are looking in certain categories. Yeah.
Responding on Twitter with social media, is that cutting into study time or football time? Because you're getting hit a lot on social media right now.
Yeah,
you're trending.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it cuts into probably a little bit kind of a free time and stuff, trying to focus on school and stuff. But I try to silence my phone and stuff like that, and just try to focus on what I need to get done.
Gundy mentioned how James Washington had visited a practice. I think it was Sunday night. He said, did you get any advice from him?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He came in the receiver room and just told everybody what it was like at the NFL level, how things were different, how the game was played a lot faster, and he just gave us little tips about little things about being in the NFL.
What did you take from him last year when you watched him in practice every day?
Last year I just realized that if you want to perform well, I guess on Saturday you got to do it in practice as well. So he was a real guy that went out and practiced as hard as he could every practice. So I feel like that's one major thing that I really took for him, that you got to be able to practice hard to be able to play hard.
He played Thursday night last week in that Pittsburgh-Carolina game. Did you watch much of that? Because the one thing he did all night long was block.
Yeah, no, I didn't really watch too much of it. Where I'm at, I usually go home and just watch Netflix. I don't really watch too much football outside of here. So, but yeah, I probably should start watching a little bit more of that.
You see the graphic that OSU put out for your All-America campaign?
No, I didn't even see it.
It's you with an American flag as a Superman cape.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I gotta go look at that now. Yeah, for sure.
Was it cool seeing your name in the snow yesterday?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was real happy about the guys that did that. I gotta thank them for that, because that was real nice, and I feel like they really didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate them for that.
When did you first see it?
Well, actually, yeah, I was in the academic center, and it has a view of the field, and I saw guys out there just playing in the snow, and I was like, oh, they're just playing in the snow, making stuff. And then one guy came and they told me, he said, yeah, they just wrote your name out there in the snow. And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah. And people went up and took pictures and came back and showed it to me, and I was like, oh, wow, that's real nice. I was real surprised about that.
Does this attention surprise you at all? Did you expect as a sophomore to be at this point in the season and have all this attention on you?
Yeah, no, that's not one thing I would say expected. I mean, I expected to go out there and just do what I could. I didn't really expect as much attention, especially to be up there racing for the Biletnikoff Award. Really, I don't think that was just one thing I came in thinking that I would be able to do as a sophomore, but I'm real happy that I am.